Hey, I'm Karolyn, and today I want to begin the first part of our mini series, Uncovering the Source of Our Misery. And those are the habits that we need to kick. Throughout our Realign Your Brilliance and also the Realign Your Communication for Moms and Teens programs, we deal and we work closely with the 9 saboteurs that play up in all of our lives. And one of those is the avoider. Now, the avoider wants to avoid conflict at all costs. So oftentimes what they end up doing is saying yes to those unpleasant tasks that they would prefer not to really do. They begin surrounding themselves with those comforting routines and habits, and they begin procrastinating with the unpleasant tasks. So I want to bring to you that you're not born a procrastinator. You formed the habit of procrastinating. And how are habits formed? They begin with a stressor. That stressor, that unpleasantness, is part one. The second part is the pattern, the behavior of then the resultant, that which becomes a habit of not doing that unpleasant task. And then that's that little drip of dopamine that comes up when you don't do the unpleasant task. And it only lasts for a moment because actually the benefit would be following through. So, how are we able to break down that habit and end that habit of procrastination? Well, first, I'd like to say, what you need to do is when you feel the stressor coming in, I'd like you to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that avoider. Say, hi, thank you. I appreciate you. And immediately shift that thought, that emotion that avoider is giving you, that stressor, into the front of your brain and break it into a logical space. And you do this by either counting to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or backwards, or otherwise A, B, C, D, E. It needs to be letters or numbers. And once you've counted to 5, you've immediately interrupted that pattern. And that's what the whole thing is all about. And then after that, all you need to do is agree to a minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes of doing whatever that was, whether it's work, whether it's a chore, whatever it is that you were avoiding, that unpleasant task, just do it for a short time. Because guess what? The problem isn't what you're doing. The problem is the habit that you formed. And so each time you're able to bust through this habit and you're able to get to spending a minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes on the work you're doing, I want you to congratulate yourself. Yeah, you need to say, wow, well done, and do a little jig around the kitchen table. And any way that you can congratulate, give yourself a high five, for instance. And the more often that you're able to get to this point and you've created such a beautiful sense of awareness on arriving at that point, the stronger the new pathway, that neural pathway through your brain that is so used to just procrastinating. Now, all of a sudden, there's a new path that's been walked on, that's been trodden. And celebrate that. And soon, a procrastinator will not be what you think you are. It will be a thing of the past. It doesn't exist in your life anymore. But it is going to take practice. And it is going to take trying again. And yes, you are going to fall down, but you've just got to keep going. And these are the reasons why having a coach in your corner is so important, because it's wonderful to have someone that can keep accountability, that can share these principles with you, give you the knowledge and the know-how, and then also celebrate you when you have those wins. So we would love to hear from you at Karolyn.Live, and we look forward to that. And thank you for your time today.